11 civilians have been shot dead by terrorists in the last 15 days. So let's get you the latest updates on the investigation by the authorities. A few weeks back on October 5th, you had 3 civilians being shot dead in a single day. And the NIA will be taking over the killings of 2 particular civilians on that date in Srinagar. Kashmiri Pandit, a chemist, Makhan Lal Bindroo, as well as a Pani Puri seller from Bihar, Virendra Paswan, was shot dead on October 5th in Srinagar by terrorists in a span of 1 hour. The Home Ministry has given its nod for the NIA to probe these 2 deaths. Director Generals of the Jammu-Kashmir Police and the NIA are in Srinagar to assess the situation. Army Chief General Naravane is also on a 2-day visit to the valley to review the security situation on the ground. His visit comes after 9 soldiers were killed in action during the ongoing counter-terror operations in Rajouri. Home Minister Amit Shah is also going to be visiting Jammu and Kashmir on Saturday. He'll be holding meetings with the Lieutenant Governor Manoj Sinha and officials of Central Forces. Government sources told India Today that the recent killings of non-locals in the valley were a result of utter desperation from terrorists who are retaliating to the neutralization of 13 terrorists. Let's take this across now to Kamaljit Sandhu. She's joining us live with the latest updates. Kamaljit, a lot of activity if you look at the investigation and also steps to enhance security in the valley. We're focusing closely on the Army Chief's visit, on Home Minister Amit Shah, who will be visiting later this week. But also importantly, as far as the investigation is concerned, it's been decided that the NIA is now going to be stepping in.
Well, it seems certainly like that because NIA has been associated with the case. Remember, they usually do this in terror conspiracy cases. But yes, the time has been taken by Jammu-Kashmir police because remember, if there are any international ramification, if there is a Pakistani link conspiracy, that is when the NIA really is roped in. And this seems to be the case. Remember, the clues are being still looked into. There were 2 of the terror groups, the ISIS as well as the TRF, who had claimed the terror attack. So it's up to NIA now to really investigate. So we've been told that Jammu Kashmir DGP Dilbagh Singh is going to write a letter today to MHA to hand over these 2 cases. Remember, there have been series of cases of killings of minorities and targeting non-locals, including the Bihari laborers. All this now really adding up and mounting pressure. So we've seen sustained encounters take place where the killing has been avenged in a certain sense, but there seems to be a deeper conspiracy. There is also the angle of hybrid terrorists. These are part-time terrorists who are roped in for a particular assault. And after the killing, they return their weapons and continue with normal life. We've been told there are students, rickshaw pullers, or people who are doing menial jobs who've been roped in for these kind of assaults. This is where they're looking at online radicalization. Now, there have been a web of cameras which have been put in. So the clues are all being stitched together. But with handing over the case to the NIA, remember, everything does become a part of a set pattern. And that is where the expose by the NIA will really lie. A challenge for security forces as well as the investigating agencies.
Right.
But remember, this will be brought to a conclusion and brought to the world as to who has been behind these dastardly killings.
And we'll track the latest on the investigation. Kamalji, thank you for joining us with those details. Now, there's a clear pattern that's emerged. If you look at the recent terror attacks in the valley and the spate of killings by terrorists, it's very targeted people who are on the radar for these terrorists. So let's take you through who's really on the target list in the valley currently. First, you've got Kashmiris who are serving in the police force or who are in the security agency. So these Kashmiris who are part of the Jammu and Kashmir police or who serve with the army or any other security agency are being targeted by terrorists. Non-Kashmiris, non-locals who've moved to Kashmir to earn a livelihood, they're being targeted. As you've seen, several vendors also being shot dead by terrorists. Poor migrant workers are being singled out by terrorists. There have been incidents of these terrorists barging into their homes and killing them. BJP workers, and this has been going on for the last many months, of BJP workers being shot dead in both Jammu as well as in Kashmir by terrorists. Beyond that, also anyone who's who's known or seen to have an association with the RSS is on the terror list, are being targeted by these terrorists. And these are the people that agencies believe terrorists are going after currently in the valley.